Driving occurs for commuting purposes, and it also occurs for recreational purposes and also for the home life. And if we can encourage the safe driving across all those venues and those spaces, then we are looking at the total safety of our worker.
Commuters tend to overdrive, meaning they're more comfortable in their surroundings. They know exactly where they're going. They've done it hundreds, if not thousands of times before. And so you'll see actually speeds, when it's not totally congested, you'll see speeds higher during commuting times.
There are some policies that have been put in place, policies on lighting and marking. So slow-moving vehicles are marks that are put on farm equipment, the lighting, and we have also shown in our data that states that have more stringent policies on lighting and marking, they actually have lower crash rates.
Safe traveling distance. Keep anything that would distract you from focusing on what you were doing, driving that vehicle. Put down the phone, the food, whatever else people would do when they'd be driving versus actually attending to the driving.
Expecting the unexpected, or being prepared to react to something that's not expected.
Our drivers are very highly trained, and we have full confidence in them that they can handle a variety of situations that might arise on the bus. In the event that they need a little bit of extra help, our supervisors are on the street on a daily basis monitoring our routes and just providing that extra help to our drivers.
Some employers do have can't use an electronic handheld device while operating their vehicles. In fact, I think there's more and more going to that. There's a reason people are doing that, because it makes a difference.
We have created a cell phone and texting policy for all of our drivers that they need to read, understand, and sign off on before they're allowed to drive any of our vehicles. It strictly forbids texting while driving. We do not allow any texting. If you're caught texting while driving any of our vehicles, whether it be a commercial vehicle or a farm equipment, we have the ability to terminate.
The person who's working 60 hours a week, they're really putting themselves at risk, and they're even, in some jobs putting work at risk, because when you are sleep deprived, like a third of Americans are, you're more likely to make an error, you're more likely to actually use poor judgment, and a fifth of all driving accidents are due to being drowsy.
We encourage them, if they're tired, to go home. We encourage our drivers to take breaks. I coach that they take a break every 2 hours. We're fairly lucky in that none of our trips are long.
Impaired driving is not limited to driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Certain prescription medications as well as non-prescription medications can impair the ability of a driver to safely perform their driving duties.
The driver training, we do talk a lot about alcohol abuse and alcohol prevention. If we suspect that somebody is under the influence of either a controlled substance or alcohol, we will pull them and send them up for a drug screen. Luckily, we have not had to do that yet.
We're in a zero fatalities campaign. We want to reach that goal. Everybody says you'll never reach zero fatalities. You'll never reach any goal if you don't work at it.